1, drop it.
Hello and welcome to our first episode of Devious D's Philosophy. In this podcast, we talk about sports conspiracy theories. Sucker, what are we talking about today?
Let's name off ourselves. Your name?
I'm your host, Ethan Noor.
Co-host Tucker Sweet.
Co-host Carolyn McLaughlin.
And last co-host, Denver Cadet.
Devious D himself.
Yeah.
Today we're talking about the MLB's juice balls in 2017.
Give us a little bit of background about that.
So back in 2016, the league was like the home runs there was about 10 years there. They were sitting around 5,000, like no more than 5,300.
That's not a whole lot.
Which
for
MLB
standards.
Yeah, and then that's what it was sitting at. And then 2017, bang! It jumps up and it's at 6,100.
Was that home runs?
Yes, that's home runs. And that's league wide, by the way. Like that's not just like one single team. That's like every single.
Was there any one player that benefited like a lot from that?
No, not really.
Mike Trout?
No, like everybody, basically everybody benefited except pitchers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty much anyone who hit the ball benefited from it.
Yeah.
How do people connect with the conspiracy theory?
How they connect together like that.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it was all over the news, right? Like it was on NBC, CBC, on news channels, and even Sportsnet, TSN. Not so much the MLB network because they're tied in with the MLB and they don't want to dog on the MLB because they have ties into it. But ESPN and those type of things, they had it they had all kinds of articles on them, and it made people talk. A lot of people were talking about it. Even the players were talking about it, right?
Yeah. How did the doubt grow within the people? Is it how come they just didn't say people are just getting good? They're just getting better and pitchers are getting worse.
Well, that rate of I'm trying to think of the word of growth in players is unhumane. I'd say that's the right way to put it.
Very
700 more is a lot.
That's right.
Of home runs. Mm-hmm. But
the fans might be awful confused when we're the same fits in episode 1 and 4. You think that we're weirdos.
And not 2 and 3.
Yep.
no, we're just waiting for our clothes to get washed.
Yeah.
So people just couldn't wrap their heads around people getting that much better in a year.
Yeah, they were saying they're there's no way that they got that good that much quicker, you know what I mean?
I'd agree.
It's pretty hard.
It'd be a phenomenon.
Yeah, to gain that much, get that much growth in that short, just one season, right?
That is, yeah.
It's that's pretty hard for anyone.
You could probably make an exponential growth graph on that too.
It probably could.
You probably could, and it'd probably look like.
Basically.
Yeah.
It depends what the scale's at. If it starts at whatever, 5,000, it would go up really quick.
Yeah, exactly. It shot up in an unsubstantial amount.
Yeah.
Which is just something that it's not
supposed to.
Yeah, it was. So they jumped right to it, and someone cut into the ball, the 2017 balls versus the 2016. And
I thought system. Can you say baseballs instead of balls?
the baseballs. Sorry, the baseballs.
Yeah, we talk about a lot of sports on this podcast.
Yeah.
They might not know what we're talking about.
You're-
It could be basketballs,
Sorry, the
volleyballs,
baseballs.
soccer balls,
Yeah, hockey balls,
human balls.
Pucks.
Yeah, they're called
floor hockey.
So what
balls,
was actually
floor hockey
different
balls.
about the balls?
I can't really explain what the insides look like, but so on the inside,
We're not really-
it's a lot of string.
Yeah, we're not engineers.
We're not engineers. I've seen pictures on them and they look different. But basically there's different types of materials. There's more there's more of a different color. I don't know what the different color means, but I assume it means
Something.
But anyways, the balls were softer. Those baseballs
okay.
were softer.
Can we not show our retainers on the podcast, please?
So the juice ones were softer. Or were they
Yeah,
hard?
So they had a little more spring in them.
The juice ones were
Okay.
softer, making them so when they hit off the bat, they went further than the hard ones.
Yeah.
So like if you have like a little like crappy hit, it sometimes it turns into a home run.
Do you think it made more of a difference than a corked bat?
100%. Because
100%.
studies show that cork bats didn't help a whole lot.
Oh, okay.
It helped a bit.
Made 'em
Like it
sound
helped your
Yeah.
swing a little bit, like get a little quicker, like on the inside.
But not
pitches.
as much as it is. Not as much to help you as it did to cheat. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
To cheat, it didn't help you that much.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not a great way of doing it.
Yeah.
Well, I've been doing some research, and star pitcher Jacob DeGrom in 2017 had his highest ERA and his highest home runs allowed.
Right? Like,
And
and he was
he's-
dominant for the last.
His ERA, like,
Those 4 years he
just
was.
say in 2015 and 2016, his ERA was 2.54 and 3.04, and then in 2017 it shot up to 3.53.
which is
And
A lot
in 2 years he went up
and
a
his
whole.
home run allowed, he allowed 12 more than 2015 and 13 more.
And for a dominant pitcher like that, that is quite a lot.
Like he's throwing 100, 101. Like
Yeah,
he's
like
getting up there.
he's thrown as a deep relief like closer, but as a pitcher for 6, 7, 8, sometimes 9 innings.
yeah.
But let's be real, his team wasn't the greatest around him.
No, exactly. But for what was it? What year was that? 20 so 2016 was they went to 2016 or was it? I'm trying to think what year it was, but one of those 3 years they went to the World Series. Yeah, it's 2015 they went to the World Series and they were still like a little bit good then. Like
Yeah.
In 2017, he also struck out 34 more batters than he did in 2015, and almost 100 more than he did in 2016.
Oh wow. But I mean, strikeout's a lot different, right?
Yeah.
Like
So
that's
maybe-
that's the strikeout, but like the contact is a different thing. Like,
Yeah.
Because first of all, you have to make contact with it, which that your rate went up. But if you can't hit the ball, then you're not going to get a hit.
But on the balls that were hit in play, they went farther.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like you had to hit the ball. You still had to hit the ball. Like the game didn't get easier. It just got easier to have like hits drop and get home runs.
Yeah. So maybe like a blooper in the infield got in the gap.
So
Yeah.
Did this affect Paul Skeens?
He wasn't in the league. then,
He
was
was probably still in Pee Wee ball.
Little League?
he? Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you think they only did this in the MLB, or do you think Little League was affected too?
So I mean, it would have been anything. So MLB's baseballs are made by Rawlings. Like they're only Rawlings can make their balls, and I think it's been like that since 2010 or so,
Yeah.
Something like that.
and they've made them ever since. And so it's not like you can't really blame the MLB,
Yeah.
but because they've seen it too, right? Like
Yeah.
the players knew it, and so did the owners, so did everyone, right?
Yeah.
And it comes down to the makers of the baseballs. They were making them softer, so you can, if you want to blame anyone, like I don't think no one's really hurt by this
Yeah.
because it's more home runs is pretty good for the game.
Yeah, it is.
It just really hurt the pitchers.
Yeah, it helped
Yeah.
it hurt the pitchers, that's for sure.
Well, it's also two sides of the same coin because people in their contract year, if they're a pitcher and they did worse, they would lose money.
Yeah.
But hitters in their contract year hit probably better.
Yeah,
and
before
benefited.
that would have helped. That would have changed their how their money went before they discovered the balls were actually like juiced.
Yeah.
And but after that, they kind of realized that everyone hitters had a good year and pitchers had a bad year just because of the baseballs.
Yeah.
What about Robbie Ray? Y'all know who that is, Robbie Ray?
Yeah, I know who he is.
Cy Young
2021 Cy Young winner.
Yeah, he also had his second lowest career ERA in the 2017 season with a 2.89.
Huh.
Pitching only 5 less games than Jacob DeGrom. Giving up 23 home runs, though.
Fucking Bo Peep over here.
And he only struck out 218 batters, but hitters were only hitting 199 against him.
So maybe not all pitchers were affected.
Well, he's a dirty knuckleball pitcher, isn't he?
No.
Oh, no, that's
I think
Dickey.
he might have a knuckle curve.
All right,
But-
so we're about halfway through, and I think it's time to talk about our sponsor, New Era.
Oh.
New era.
New era.
New Era has the comfiest hats in the sports world, and they don't make just sports hats. Carolina, they can't see me. They don't make just sports hats. They make other just classic hats, but we have some of our favorite hats here today. I have my Toronto Blue Jays 2024 City Connect hat, which is one of the comfiest hats I've ever owned. And especially with comparing it to my other baseball hats that aren't New Era, it's extremely comfy.
I have my Chicago Cubs baby blue hat, that hat, and it's my favorite hat, and I basically wear it every day.
I've got my pink 1999 World Series New York Yankees hat. It's become my everyday hat.
Yeah, actually, no one cares about the Yankees. We can stop right there.
Yeah.
Okay, so back to the podcast.
You're mad the Cubs are shit.
Hey, buddy,
Pushing that to you
2016, Cubs won the World Series.
Yeah, that's about all you do.
Hey, buddy, we won in 1908, so.
Yeah, 1908, bro. When firefighters were still hitting bombs.
Do you cheer for a bad team in baseball too?
Huh?
Do you cheer for a bad team
Yes.
in baseball too?
What's your favorite hockey team?
Colorado.
Colorado.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you're fine.
Yeah, that's right.
But yes, New Era, great hats.
Thank you for sponsoring
Thank
this
you.
podcast.
I appreciate it with my hat.
Denver does have one.
I have one. It's just not here, guys. I'm sorry.
Yes.
I'm sorry, New Era.
Fucking Bo Peep. All right. How does theory adapt over time? Has it got more popular since new information's been coming out, or does it have?
It hasn't really changed a whole lot. It's pretty much stayed the same ever since they cut into the baseballs because everyone's seen that they were different and they were juiced.
Did they change it the season after?
Yeah, the
Oh,
season
okay.
after it went back. It didn't go back down to 5,400
Yeah.
from 2016, but it went down to 600. So it went down like 300, like back.
That's
the
solid,
ball.
yeah.
The baseballs were harder again, and but then in 2019, it jumped back up. It jumped way back up, and I don't exactly know the numbers, but they were. It went back up like for I want to say half the season. Can you search that up? It's 2019.
I do know when they switched back to the 2017 balls because they ran out of stock,
Yeah.
and home runs spiked again.
Yeah, they spiked up and they went back to, I want to say it was 5,900.
Something like that.
Sounds
Something
right to
like
me.
It
that.
definitely spiked.
Yeah, they went, it went back up, but it was only for part of the season. And then they got the hard baseballs back. But that's the thing, a lot of players complained about 2019 because one at bat, because they use around 300 balls a game. And like one at bat, the baseball was soft, and one at bat, it was hard.
Rough.
Say they used 300 balls in one game.
Right, I don't know if it's 300, but it's like 200.
Yeah,
Really?
basically every pitch.
It's like
They
I think
change it, really?
every baseball has about a lifespan
They're
of.
rich.
Like what?
I
Three
think
pitches?
it's like no, it's like one and a half pitches per ball about.
Wow.
Yeah,
Let's Google this.
but yeah, 2019. That's why they more complained about 2019 because they didn't know what to expect coming into each at bat because one at bat the ball would fly and one at bat the ball would just die because it was hard. But
Yeah.
since 2017, since they cut into the baseballs, it hasn't really changed because people see that they were juiced, and that's how it's kind of been. They're like, oh yeah, 2017 was juiced.
Actually, we just got numbers in on how many balls are used in a game. It's 96 to 120.
Okay, so I might have been off, but
So
that's
they kill
still-
one cow for every game.
Yeah, which
Wow.
That's actually pretty good.
Yeah.
We can shut down
So
the MLB.
what's like the danger been done? Like as as fans like rioted or like anything like that?
fans are almost more happy. They were happy because more home runs, right? But like,
More action.
yeah, more action. But like when your team is playing defense or like
Your
your
pitching.
favorite pitcher, yeah, your favorite pitcher, like when pitchers giving up like they're giving up like more home runs, it's not fun for you.
That's right.
Even just talking
And,
about baseball is making you tired.
Yeah,
Make you sleepy.
yeah. Yeah, like the only thing that really was getting hurt was more people getting hit in the stands by the balls getting hit out.
That's funny.
All right, guys, you guys took it a little too far on that one. All right, what have you concluded from the information?
Definitely looking off pitcher stats and seeing how most ERAs spiked in 2017. There's definitely a fair chance that the ball's reduced.
Okay.
But also, some pitchers had their career lowest
True.
ERAs, so
That's usually based on strikeouts,
Yeah,
though.
that's
yeah.
Like if they can't hit the
But
ball.
Robbie Wright didn't strike out as many batters as Trevor Bauer or Jacob DeGrom that year, and they both still had higher ERAs than them.
True.
Huh.
Denver.
Baseball, guys. I think the ball's reduced.
You like Shohei, don't you?
What?
You like Shohei.
Yeah, how does this affect Shohei's legacy?
Yeah, you like Shohei.
I really like Shohei and the LA Dodgers.
Can you spell his
The
name?
only thing was Shohei wasn't affected by.
Was he not in the league?
No.
He came in 2018.
Did he?
So he
play in Asia before that? Is that why?
Yeah.
Is that what happened?
Yeah.
Yeah. He came over in 2018.
Jeez. So
So
you know what?
he didn't get affected by that.
Not really my issue if Shohei's not.
Tucker, what'd you think?
I think they were juiced. Like, it's pretty much facts that it was juiced. And like another thing, touching on like how it affects people, the pitchers. I guess it affects the pitchers and hitters. Like, come back to the thing about contract years. Like, people who were in the contract years, hitters gained a lot of money before they found out about the balls, and pitchers lost a lot of money because pitchers get paid quite a bit.
Do you think it could have helped infielders and outfielders as well, since more balls in play? Could have
Boost some
helped
wrist stats, too. I
boost
like
some
that.
defensive stats. Like if balls are going
Yeah.
farther, it could have helped like their
Definitely could have.
their defensive range.
I would say not as much infielders, because a ground ball is a ground ball, no matter how hard it's hit.
That's
it
true.
definitely could have. It might even affect more errors because it's hit more. Like,
Yeah.
a ground ball is a ground ball. It's not getting.
Yeah,
if it's
but-
a ground ball, it's not getting hit out of the park. But like outfielders, there's a lot more. Instead of little bloopers,
Could help your your
it
range
could
factor.
like even like. So it could touch on, like, instead of a blooper in the infield that's a ground ball and an out,
Could
it's
be
a
one in the
blooper
gap.
into the gap.
And then-
Instead of a blooper into the gap, it's a fly ball to an outfielder.
Yeah.
Or a fly ball to an outfielder could be a home run.
over
Pop flies.
their head
Pop
somewhere.
Yeah.
Sure.
Top fly.
Yeah, so it definitely they probably had probably I'd say more chances to catch balls in the outfield, so more
Could lead to more
their
errors.
DRS definitely went up.
Yeah, but it could also drop it because it could lead to more errors, more
Yeah.
baseballs getting hit.
Yeah, so it definitely could affect. Depends on the player, right?
Yeah. So
A good
from-
defensive player is a good defensive player.
Yeah, from this podcast and from the information you gave me, Tucker, I definitely can conclude that the baseballs were juiced.
Yeah. All right.
Guys.
All right,
That's why we're
thank
the
you.
best in the biz.
Thank you for
Thank-
watching Devious D's Philosophy.
The
and
first
we will-
episode and the first of many, hopefully.
Yeah, and we'll catch you tomorrow.
Peace.